Today's the big day. Sydney and I are having our frenectomies done and lip tie, and Sydney has buccal ties, which are cheek ties, and she's gonna get those taken care of. Dr. Iseman's gonna do it. There's Sidaboo. She's a little bit nervous, but it's gonna go great. Hello. I just wanted to share a little bit about Sydney and I's first post-op day after having our tongue and our lip ties done. I will be 100% honest. I knew it was going to be a big change as an adult to have this done, and I'm glad I was prepared, but I didn't realize how big of a change it was going to be. Immediately after my revision, Sydney had hers done, and I was still numb during that. I was able to be there with her and Curtis while Dr. Iseman was doing the revision. I was chatting like normal. The tongue movement was strange. During my revision, I actually felt the muscles loosen, and my neck, my jaw, and my shoulders changed as well. So Sydney finished up hers. She did amazing. I was so impressed. She got a little bit of laughing gas and was numbed with jelly and then local anesthetic. And we were walking up front to for her to get her little tokens and everything. And all of a sudden, I got incredibly nauseous. I got very lightheaded, dizzy, and thought I was going to pass out, and I told Curtis that. I sat down. They got me a bucket. I had some dry heaving going on, and I rushed back to the bathroom. And in the bathroom, I ended up on the floor. I didn't fully pass out, but thought I was going to pass out while I was dry heaving. It was horrific. Curtis had taken Sydney out to the car. Luckily, Dr. Iseman knocked on the door, and I was able to reach up and open the door. He went and got... So Curtis came in, said I was as white as a ghost. I was able to stand up, and he helped me out to the car. He started driving. He had to pull over like a minute later. Dry heaved. We drove a little bit farther. We were at Town East, and I hyperventilated. I think I was having a little bit of a panic attack because my body was like, what the heck just happened? All my muscles had loosened. I sometimes felt like I was choking on my tongue because it went way further back than normal. So he helped me calm down. We did some labor breathing, helped me calm down, got back in the car, drove around the Town East parking lot, and I was like, you've got to pull over. And I puked in the Town East parking lot. After that, I felt a lot better, and the ride home was incident free. During this whole time, Sydney was amazing. Her tongue numbness was starting to wear off, but she was saying her mouth hurt, but I think she was more stunned that mommy was having such a big problem with it. And I kept telling her, even through all of it, how proud I was of her and how amazing she did. We got home, went downstairs, got popsicles, took some Tylenol, and the rest of the evening went fairly well. Dr. Iseman didn't want us to do a ton of stretches, so we did the puffer fish, which is to stretch out the lip, and then we just did our caves, which is to help stretch out the tongue. The most Sydney ever complained was when the numbness was wearing off on her lip and her cheeks, and she said that was pretty uncomfortable. She was a champ with the tongue, never complained. My biggest complaint was the tongue numbness when it wore off at Dr. Iseman's office, and I was overwhelmed. I was very worried that was going to happen to Sita, but she actually handled everything so amazing. Kids are so resilient, and everybody told me she was going to have a fairly easy time and bounce back. So we went to bed. I did wake both of us up around 2, and we did take some Tylenol just to make sure we didn't wake up in pain. So today, day 1, Sydney and I have been taking it easy. I did try and do a little bit outside in the garage, and I was warned to take it easy because my body's adjusting, and I did feel nauseous and sick pretty fast after doing that. Sydney really wanted to ride her bike. She did for about a good 15-20 minutes, and then she was like, oh my gosh, I feel funny. So our bodies are still adjusting to this big change. As for stretches, I did my first set fairly early this morning after I woke up. I'm not gonna lie, I teared up. This hole during the night closed up, and the sets of stretches are designed to help everything from healing, and it opened back up with that first set. But as I have done all the exercises that Delana has told us, I have had less pain. I feel the stretching and everything. Now Sita, she's getting ready to be 9 here in 2 weeks. She is pain intolerant, and I have had to really push her to do hers. Today, she is not doing them like to the full extension that she can, but at least I'm getting some movement in with her. Hey everybody, so today is day 2 post-op for Sydney and I after our frenectomies, and today for me has been the hardest day. When I woke up, my lip hurt very bad, and when I did my first set of stretches, I teared up. My tongue was pretty tight, and as I've done them through the day, it's still been pretty uncomfortable. Manageable. I am taking ibuprofen and Tylenol as I needed it, and when I was in a lot of pain this afternoon, I realized it had been a little while since I'd had any Tylenol or ibuprofen, so that helped out quite a bit. Sita said, I asked her, and she said yesterday and today were the same amount of pain for an uncomfortable. She doesn't like doing her stretches. So she doesn't really want to do any of the stretches, but she will for bribery. Got her to do a couple of the tongue swallow ones for a fresh chocolate chip cookie made by our wonderful sitter, Mrs. Karen. And it's been important to keeping her kind of at a level with Tylenol and ibuprofen. She does much better when that is working. She said the Tylenol works way better for her. I have actually found that too. Surprisingly, for me, usually ibuprofen works better, but in this case, Tylenol's done a lot more to help with discomfort and everything. So for post-op day 2, visualization of the wounds. I'm going to show you my tongue. The white diamond is forming nicely, and then lip. The lip's a little bit harder to see. Okay, last update on frenectomies. We are 3 weeks post-op, and it is amazing. I'm going to post a couple of pictures that show the difference in Sydney's smile. I've had several people say they see a difference in my smile, but Sydney's is crazy. She went from having a smile that looked a lot like mommy's to a smile that looks almost identical to daddy's. It is crazy. But everything has been going great. We had our checks with Delana. We went and saw Dr. Iseman for a thank you, and everything everything is looking really good. So Sydney doesn't want me to take a video with her tongue and her lip for some reason, but I'm going to show you mine. So my tongue. Still have a frenum, but my range of motion is amazing. Delana did some measurements. I can open my mouth 6 millimeters more than I was able to before, which is crazy. And my tongue is my lip is a lot more flexible. Hard to show you that, sorry. But I am rid of the daily headaches that I was having all the time. I have way less jaw tension than I did before. I don't wake up every morning and have to pop my jaw. And with Sydney, besides her smile, it is amazing. We can already see her top teeth dropping into place. We hope over the next couple months for there to be some movement in her bottom teeth as well. But her whole face has changed. Her chin is different. Her profile is different. Range of motion is different. The only thing that she struggled with a little bit is all that tension in her jaw kind of moved up to the temple area. So she's had a couple of little headaches. But other than that, so excited for all the positive changes that we're seeing.